headlines, motorists react to latest fuel price adjustment. Senate orders states, local government areas to comply with Supreme Court judgment. Voting delayed as late arrival of materials affect Plateau local government election. And on the foreign scene, Turkey begins evacuation of nationals from Lebanon. Good evening and welcome to the news update on Trust TV. I am Aisha Salihu. Thank you so much for joining us. The news in detail. Since President Bola Tinubu's subsidy removal announcement on May 29, 2023, fuel prices have surged by over 500%. With the latest price adjustment announced by NNPCL, motorists are expressing mixed reactions. Trust TV gauges their views on the new price hike and its growing impact on daily expenses. Take a look.
Motorists are expressing shock as fuel prices at stations have surged to between 1,050 naira and 1,200 naira per litre, depending on the station. Many reported buying fuel at a lower price in the morning, only to return later in the day to find the new higher rate.
1,050 naira.
When did you buy 1,050 naira?
Just now. It's not up to 5 minutes. That's what we can do. We have to manage it like that. People will not like to even pay. Some prefer to trade than to enter motor now.
I bought yesterday 995 naira. Then now I went to station to buy. One I saw there is 1,050 naira. Honestly, it's not funny. It's not funny at all. It's not funny because when the market women, when they heard that the price have increased, definitely the commodity market will go high and to affect the people.
Our first buy in the morning is the normal price, 950 naira, 960 naira at the Kubwa side with that. So, but now when I come here again, it's 1,050 naira.
I used to use 1,000 naira to fill my tank as a keke rider. Now, before I will fill my tank, now it's almost getting to 9,000 something, going to 10,000 before I will fill my tank. But before was 1,000 naira or 1,000 to 1,400, I fill my tank. But now the thing is going over. We don't know. We are looking in paper. They are saying Dangote refinery. When Dangote refinery starts refining petrol will go down, this and this and this. They are doing it outside country. Now petrol don't come back to Nigeria, they will refine it in this country. Now things are going higher.
My brother, not be smart, I want to surely that I want to you people to carry this our message, making you reach our president Tinubu, making you know how would they feel this situation. This is hard time now. We are just dying because of hunger.
I had it when I was in the village because I just came back yesterday, and I had it that on an increment of the price of the fuel, but I didn't see it because I did not even buy. I was in the station, but I said, as I said earlier on for you, that I just left because of the softness and I didn't even buy. So I was trying to buy it from the site. No, people are in hardship and it is more hardship for people. So we are calling if the government can do anything to stop the increment so that the masses can get it more better.
Oga, Nigeria is so far. May them try to do something new. May them try to do something. Now transport go hard, food go hard, everything go hard. May they help poor masses are beg.
With the latest fuel price hikes, Nigerians are calling on the government to intervene, expressing concerns that life will become even more challenging than before. Many fear the new rates will further strain household budgets and increase the cost of living across the country.
The Nigerian Senate has mandated immediate compliance with the Supreme Court's ruling on local government funding. The resolution was reached on the floor of the Senate on Wednesday after a debate on a motion by lawmaker representing Anambra North, Tony Wonye. The report.
In his lead debate, Senator Wonye raised concerns about governors trying to enact laws to control local governments' funds illegally.
Few state governments, through their respective state House of Assembly, seek to enact laws, while some have already enacted laws and continue to take action that undermine the financial autonomy of local governments, thereby breaching the constitutional provision 1999 Constitution as well as the judgment of the Supreme Court. The Senate further concerned that the modus operandi of subverting this financial autonomy of local governments by state government through the House of Assembly is to insert clauses in their state laws that require local governments upon receipt of this federal allocation.
Across sections of lawmakers, including Senators Osita Izunazo and Adamu Aliero, underscore the urgency for adherence to judicial mandates to enhance transparency and accountability in local governance.
There is urgent need to amend Section 7 of 1999 Constitution as amended to further guarantee the autonomy of local government. This Constitution says that local government is a third tier of government. We have 3 tiers of government in Nigeria: the federal, the state, and local government. So local government should be allowed to exercise that responsibility of a third tier of government. So in any attempt of any state House of Assembly trying to make law that will now mandate this revenue coming to local governments to be controlled by another account before the money gets to the local government, I think is undermining the Supreme Court judgment.
Court has already decided that the money of the local government councils should be released directly to the councils. And for us to start debating it, it's going against the spirit of the Constitution, since there is already a constitutional provision to that effect.
Two prayers are as follows. All states and local governments to fully comply with the recent Supreme Court judgment on the disbursement and utilization of funds accruing to all local governments in Nigeria.
In his ruling, President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, assured that the National Assembly will take immediate steps to alter sections of the Constitution to give full autonomy to local government administration in the country.
I want to thank all of you for your contributions, and I assure you that the 10th Senate, working with our colleagues in the House of Representatives, will alter any aspect of our Constitution, amend any section of our laws to ensure full autonomy to the local government administrations in this country, so that it will be recognized fully in action and in fact as a third tier of government of the Federation. So I thank you for the motions so far moved.
The Nigerian Senate is accusing state governments of using their state houses of assembly to enact laws that breach constitutional provisions and the Supreme Court judgment on granting financial autonomy to local governments in line with the provisions of the Constitution.
Still on the floor of the Red Chambers, the Senate has asked the federal government to declare a state of emergency on the protection and welfare of the girl child to address the educational, health and safety needs of girls across the country. The upper chamber also urged state governments to domesticate and enforce the Child Rights Act and the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act, with a focus on eradicating harmful traditional practices like female genital mutilation. These resolutions followed a motion raised by Senator Ireti Kinigbe on the plight of the Nigerian girl child and the urgent need for intervention by the federal government to save the future of Nigerian girls. Ireti expressed concern that girl-child marriage remains prevalent across Nigeria, with the northern zones showing alarming statistics. She noted that according to the 2018 Nigeria Demographic and Health Survey, over 44% of girls are married before age 18, with high percentages in states like Zamfara, Bauchi and Sokoto. A significant number of senators expressed their support for the motion 2 days ahead of the International Day of the Girl Child, which is observed on October 11 every year. And in politics, accreditation and voting have commenced in the local government election across the 17 local government areas of Plateau State. The election was earlier scheduled to start by 8 a.m. on Wednesday, but late arrival of ad hoc officials from the Plateau State Independent Electoral Commission has affected the commencement of the exercise as scheduled. Adamusa tells us more.
The chairman of the Plateau State Independent Electoral Commission, Flang Shishak, on the radio on Wednesday, acknowledged the late arrival of election materials, but attributed the development to delay in the supply of the election materials by their contractors. He, however, said efforts are ongoing to rectify the problem before the end of the exercise. Despite the voter apathy being experienced at some polling units, some residents have come out to exercise their franchise.
It's peaceful, only that the turnout is poor. It's poor was because the level of campaign has been very poor. I've been in Abuja in Jos for the last 3 days, and I have not seen any candidate except probably in my ward.
Experiencing voter apathy. However, it's not a bad one. People are turning up gradually.
We have been years before they bring the ballot paper, but now that they have brought the last ballot paper, I've got my food. Everything is working smoothly now, and no problem for our polling unit for now.
Yeah, the election is going fine, sha. And I'm been long in this our area. You understand? So from the poor ward, so the conduct of the election here is very smooth and neat. No problem.
Some party agents also speak on the exercise.
There is a partial voter apathy because they are responding gradually. So I believe that by the time the election is over, we will get more electorates.
Never starts early because we have challenges with the network, and after that, the people that are not coming out again. That's our challenges now.
So as we can see, the election have not started at the exact time. We started late. So what we are hoping is that the election will go successful by God's grace. Due to the low outcome of people, often now people have not participated.
11 political parties are participating in the election, with residents expected to elect their chairman and councillors from the 17 local government areas of the state. Ado Musa, Trust TV News, Jos.
The newly elected national president of the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria, Bello Lawal, has condemned the recent attacks on local government councils in Rivers State and the suspension of Ali Mosho local government chairman Jalili Suleiman in Lagos. Speaking at a press briefing in Abuja, Lawal emphasized the need for collaboration among all tiers of government to foster national growth.
There was an understanding that was reached between the local government, of course, and the Presidential Implementation Committee to honestly follow through the process in response to the Supreme Court judgment, and whereby 3 months window was given for the implementation to kickstart. So as we speak, we are in the 3rd month now, October, so we're expecting, like, starting from this month, the local government will start receiving their funds directly from the federation account. The ALGON is working together with the federal government, the National Assembly, and other relevant stakeholders to ensure the amendment of the Nigerian Constitution in line with the Supreme Court judgment that granted financial autonomy to local government and strengthen the institutions of local government for there to be stability and for the chairman to be able to deliver on their mandates given by their people in such a way that there will be no truncation of tenure illegally by some self-serving individuals.
You're watching the news update on Trust TV. Still in the news. Victims' families of Niger boat mishap attack boat driver's residence. More news on return. Stay with us. Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Let's have another look at some of our top stories. We told you that motorists react to latest fuel price adjustment. Senate orders states, local government areas to comply with Supreme Court judgment. Moving on to other stories. The House of Representatives has urged the federal government to enforce the Exports Prohibition Act 2004 to tackle food smuggling and improve food security. Mukhtar Shagaya, who raised the motion, highlighted the nation's high food insecurity, inflation and shortages. He noted that food smuggling exacerbates the problem by undermining local agriculture and threatening farmers' livelihoods. The House also called on the Ministry of Agriculture to provide more incentives to boost agricultural production. The lower chamber also tasked its committees on works, housing, safety, standards and environment to investigate the causes of frequent building collapses in Nigeria and propose lasting solutions with a report due in 4 weeks. This followed a motion by Aderemi Osheni, who raised concerns over the 135 building collapse incidents reported between 2022 and July 2024.
The House is also concerned that the food smuggling and exportation is a major driver of the current food insecurity, with large quantities of food products smuggled out of the country, consequently undermining agricultural output and threatening the livelihood of farmers. The House is also aware that the Export Prohibition Act 2004 was passed at a period when the majority of Nigerians were unable to acquire basic necessities like rice, corn, yam, gari, cassava, and beans, due to the fact that these goods were being transported sometimes covertly to foreign markets.
November 1st, 2021, 52 people equally died as a result of building collapse in Lagos State. Mr. Speaker, just for few references, in 2014, September 12 specifically, at Synagogues Church of All Nations, there was another major incident where 115 people died on account of building collapse. Is to mandate the Ministry of Works Committee to ascertain the causes of the incessant building collapse and provide lasting solution to curb the menace of, and report back to the House within 4 weeks.
Concerns and grievances have continued to trail the October 1st boat mishap that claimed 44 lives, including Maulud celebrants at Bajibo community in Mokwa, local government area of Niger State. Residents say boat and canoe mishaps occur regularly, but only few get reported. The report.
Bajibo, an agrarian and fishing community, is at the center of River Niger, connecting Jeba and Lokoja Kogi State, as well as Nimbusa and Kainji in Niger State. The community has witnessed a series of boat mishaps, mostly involving farmers on their ways to farm. Many homes have nearly gone into extinction due to number of deaths involving adults, including women.
I got a call that my father was involved in a boat mishap. His dead body was recovered 3 days after the incident. I am in pain. I don't know how my life would now be without my mother and my father.
There is a village under Bajibo here. The name of that village is Nyankadia. Almost we are, that village myself, almost finished now myself. Because a lot of people die in that. Majority are from that Nyankadia under Bajibo. So we lost, in fact, more than 20 people in that particular village. And even if you count them, they are not more than at least 40. So where we have at least 40-something people and almost 30, we lost 30. If you reach their houses now, you will see empty houses there. For in fact, it touched all of us. Touched almost all of us.
Here, 30 members of my family were buried here. 23 of them were women, while the rest were men. They lost their lives on their way to farm to harvest melon. All of them died in that boat, except the driver. Only the driver survived. My community was shaking when that incident happened. We found it difficult to recover from the mishap.
Very painful to us. Automatically, there's many people in Riverside. Some people, just because of incident that happened last year, they're trying to migrate to go somewhere just because of the incident. I see this one happen again.
While much is still expected of the waterways regulatory agencies, especially National Inland Waterways Authority (NIWA), the mishaps were blamed on negligence on the part of both operators.
We've been experiencing both mishaps annually. This year, this is the second time we are having it. And actually, we believe that whatever God has assigned to happen must happen. But there's a negligences on the issues of this water transportation. Because this one that has just happened recently, we will blame it on the overloading. These are the things that are causing most of our, even the previous ones are also overloadings. And despite the sensitization NIWA is doing to our water transporters, I think it is not enough. We are just appealing to the NIWA again and the government concerned to please gear up more effort to, awareness campaign to our people.
In the water code, we have a lot of acts there. So for those that violate, for those that travels at night, the code stipulates that when they are apprehended, we will charge them to court, and they have an option of fine, and they can be imprisoned.
President called on the state and federal government to provide adequate life jackets, modern boats, and ensure strict monitoring and prosecution of violators of water transport safety regulations. From Bajibo, Moka Local Government, Abubakar Akote, Trust TV News.
And to developments on the foreign scene, Turkey on Wednesday sent ships to evacuate around 2,000 of its citizens from Lebanon, with its Beirut envoy saying it would be the biggest evacuation of its type from the war-torn country. A Turkish diplomatic source said 2 naval ships carrying the evacuated nationals and their families would arrive at the southern Turkish port of Mersin in the early hours of Thursday morning. The 2 ships set sail overnight for the Lebanese capital, whose southern suburbs were hit overnight by fresh Israeli bombardments. Turkey, which is estimated to have 14,000 citizens registered with its consulate in Lebanon, announced the move on Tuesday because of the deteriorating security situation on the ground in Lebanon. And that concludes the news update on Trust TV at this hour. Remember, you can always follow us across all of our social media platforms and also join our YouTube live stream for more news, programs and documentary. I am Aisha Saliu. Thank you so much for watching.